I mean, she's a good girl. She also wants to take a look back on my career. Millie Bobby Brown, let's go. Scene selection. Hello everyone, I'm Millie Bobby Brown and I'm going to be taking a look back on some of my scenes during my career thus far. So let's do it. Go. Oh, I don't even remember it. I never really watched season 1. I didn't really have time. The second it came out, you know, we just went on press tours and interviews, and now we're able to kind of relish in it more and really enjoy the show. It's so cloudy, the memories. You don't really remember like the specifics of everything. I did not think this would be big at all. And I actually still didn't. Like after we performed at the Emmys and went on Ellen, I was just like, it's gonna go up and it's gonna go down. I didn't know. And then I was just like, oh, I've gone up and I'm like staying consistent and I'm able to continue doing really great things. But like I'm 10, so immediately I'm like, I just want a puppy and my hair to grow back. You know, that's really all that I was thinking.
Let's go! Go! Yeah, that's right! You better run! She's our friend and she's crazy!
I love that line. That is my favorite line. Also, I think my friends actually say this about me. They're like, she's our friend and she's crazy. Gaten's performance in this makes me so happy. Oh, the energy he brought, it was just like magnetic in the screen. Oh, the void, the most depressing place ever. I'm always alone. I'm always having to be emotional and scared. I'm in water, my feet are pruny, I'm hungry. It's my least favorite set ever.
Mike, I'm sorry. Sorry, what are you sorry for? The gate.
Girl, she needs braces. You see those teeth?
I opened it.
I think this is probably the most I've spoken the whole of season 1. I remember being like, I have lines today. Like, this is so fun. And I remember how cold it was. And I remember actually laying on that gravel. I remember I was studying Mesopotamia and the Fertile Crescent. And all the boys were a few grades older than me, but they were like, we know about Mesopotamia. And I was like, okay, I hate myself. But yeah, I remember having to go back into school and doing like 4 hours of school in between these like really emotional scenes. So we had 2 jobs. This is such an iconic scene because you start to go, oh, Mike and Eleven, like they might be falling in love, and there's Dustin. You know, it's just like very, very cute, the friendship that they have. And I think this is the beginning of the wonderful friendship between the boys and Eleven. This was exceptionally cold water. And he didn't really touch me. Like, he had his hand on my back, but I did all the control. Camera was below, which was really exciting. And I watched playback every single time to see what else I could do. I really wanted to feel like the audience was underwater and like trying to catch their breath too. It was the first ever water scene I've ever done like that. It was really cool. And it was winter in London, so it was very, very cold.
I will ask you this only once. Where is the Marquis?
Now, who would that be?
Fun fact, I didn't know my lines. This is something I'm like. I never come into set knowing my lines. I learn them on the day so that I'm instinctual and that whatever comes out, comes out. So for this scene, I purposefully didn't know my lines so that whatever came out was really stuttery, you know, and cluttered and scared. And that's what I liked about this scene, is that she truly was searching for every single word that came out because she was begging for him to stop.
Well, you see my face now?
No, your face is totally unmemorable!
I love that line. That made me so, but it's also so hard to get it all out before he's about to dunk you in water again. And I probably inhaled half the water by this point. So this part of the scene, it took me 2 months to learn before production. It was really difficult. I practiced so much and learned all of the skills so that on the day when I got there, I was able to just do a dance routine. Helena. She is so hilarious. You cannot intentionally go in with anger or aggression with her because she is so funny. I was using real force with her, and one take I just pushed her over. She just fell right on her butt, and it was hilarious, and we were both just cracking up. She is one of the most talented, down-to-earth, and funny actors I've ever worked with, and just like her energy, it lights the whole room up. I love this part. This part's my favorite. This actually wasn't even scripted. The director just basically told me to provoke him, you know, poke at him, make him fight you more. And I was like, how do I do that? And so this is what I do. I actually love that her reactions are like, whoa, that worked. You know, it's never like confidence. It's more like, oh my, I'm smart. Like, that worked. That actually landed, and he's hot. Yay! I love that about Enola. Like, you're learning with her as she goes along.
The ceremony is now complete. You may make your return.
This is a scene right before she gets thrown into the cave. They are doing their strange family ritual that she doesn't really know why they're doing. But she is very scared. But she's also maybe falling in love, and she's starting to trust him.
I'm supposed to carry you back.
I'm fine with walking, really.
Poor Nick had to hold me and 9 layers of dress, but for 12 hours within the day, so it's crazy. Yeah, he did very well. Seriously, I was wearing everything that you see me dress up in the film, I'm actually wearing. So there was a lot to hold.
Floria would love this part.
Close your eyes. I've got you.
Working with Robin was unbelievable. To be able to work with such a seasoned actor, it was a dream come true, and she brought so much to every scene, despite maybe it not being her close-up and being behind camera. Like, she continuously was there for me. She brought a certain energy that she made me bring more every single day. The best kind of actor to work with. I feel very gravitated towards strong female leads, but just being able to executive produce this, it meant the world, because I was able to be behind the camera, have a say in where the plot, story, casting goes. It was really nice, and I was able to kind of live also my female producer lead role.
I'm sorry.
I was never thrown. He would go to throw me, I would pull my face, and then we would cut. And then basically they put me on a plank of wood, and I just fell backwards up and down on a plank of wood while they put me up and down. But actually that day I was on the plank of wood, I had the flu. So I basically just couldn't breathe, and I was just like, and I had to mime because I had lost my voice. So I had to mime my scream, and then in ADR, just scream away. Dr. Owen, yes, throwback. What even is that look? I also think it was the first time I ever worked with a fan. The fan's blowing in my face, and I was like, I can't see it. Okay, carry on.
Ruby? Hey.
I actually spent the whole episode on the phone. He basically teaches me how to go through where I have to put a straw in her throat, the whole thing. It's so exciting. I obviously didn't really do it. I was just doing ADR the whole time, and then this is the scene where they actually get to see each other.
My phone died, but I kept singing till it came just like you said.
She was about to take off with those Dumbo ears. Yep, that was a moment in time.
You did great. You were perfect. You're okay.
I have no words. That's better than Stranger Things. That's better than all the things, that right there is what you call a performance. It's like going to an acting school. Unfortunately, mine was just televised for the whole world to see, but that was like my practice. I remember watching it back like with my whole family when it went on TV and we were all freaking out, and my dad was like, "You are amazing," and my mom was like, "This is amazing," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm so good." Ghidorah. My hair is insane in this, but I love this so much. What was so cool is that the set wasn't actually moving, it's the cameras moving, and right in front of me is a whole green screen, so I just have to pretend that Ghidorah is coming. All of it's real fire, you know, all of it around me, the debris, everything is around me. I had an amazing first lady that had a voice of God that would just be like, "And Ghidorah's coming, and he's gonna kill you, and I would just basically he would just narrate what I did, which was amazing. She cannot help herself but scream. Like, are we okay? This was also instinctual, not scripted. Director kept it. It's really nice to see that when that comes to fruition. My 17th birthday, the day I filmed this. So it was very positive, lovely, really light day emotionally. He's killed everyone and he's prepared to kill me, but I actually throw him into the rift. So actually 11 created the upside. I still need to get this all clarified.
Why do you cry for them, 11? After everything they did to you.
This was a young girl who played me. She looked actually very much like me. She also shaved her hair off. I directed her, which was very exciting, my directorial debut. And it was really exciting because I just wanted to have more of a say in how she would move because I remember that and I remember exactly how that was, and then basically sat in an egg for 3 days and we went through every single scene and I moved my face the way that I'd want her face to look. When she would scream, I would scream just so she could feel the intensity of the scene and that, you know, she could feel like she was acting against, right? Because she's also having to look at a green tennis ball. I always used to clench my fists when I was using my powers. So like showing her things like that, showing her how to use her face, her body stance, her strength. I needed to feel like she was straining because her power is so, you know, it's bigger than her. And she's like this little dinky, beautiful little girl. And so I was just like, we need to channel our inner dragon.
Plan C! Phone home! Hurry up!
Hey! That's my bike!
So I went to an audition for Modern Family with like 40 other girls in the room and their mums, and nobody brought their dad, but my dad took me everywhere. So my dad was the only one sat in the room like trying to keep his head down, and I was like, I'm not gonna get it, and I got it, and I walked out. My dad was like, really? I was like, yeah, I think so.
Whoa! Okay, I need to borrow this, okay? Here, this. All right. Okay? I promise to bring it back, all right?
No, that's what you said about my mom's humidifier.
Oh, we love that. We stand that, Millie. That's very cute. I was also like, humidifier. That's such a hard word to say in an American accent. But I was very good at my American accent back then. I was just like fluid because I lived here for so long. But that was very fun. And we were filming in Beverly Hills, so I felt very bougie. My whole childhood was captured and I'm able to look back on it, and like one day maybe my kids are gonna be able to look at that, and also being able to have young girls be able to look at that and be like, okay, this is where she started, this is where she is, and like this is the journey in between. And I think that is really nice. Obviously there's a downfall because people still see you, especially as a child actor, so people are like, wait, you're not 8 years old anymore and you don't have a shaved head? And it's like, well, no, I'm 20. Like I have a life, and you know, I want to grow as a person but also as an actor, and so I'm proud of myself, you know, for being confident and for being putting myself out there, and despite what anybody thinks of my performance, like, I had fun, and that's all that matters. Thank you for watching.